Well, it's all about location on this Tuesday here in central and eastern Kentucky. Our southern counties had a good bit of sun through the afternoon, took the better part of the day to even break out from the stubborn cloud cover along the I-64 corridor. We got a few clouds, but overall a fairly quiet weather pattern the next few days. Now looking ahead, impactful storm system with the possibility of some wintry weather, meaning some snow, rain and/or snow. This weekend, especially on Saturday, active pattern, good bit of wind and rain next Tuesday. So a lot going on here once we get beyond the next couple of days. Had that sunshine down south, but the clouds are kind of filling back in. Weak trough off to our west. That's going to be heading eastward here. Checking out our live cam out at the Kentucky Horse Park. Nice and quiet out there. We're 36, so temperatures backing off a few degrees. We only managed mid to upper 30s along the I-64 corridor. Meanwhile, down south, more low to mid 40s thanks to the aforementioned sunshine. And it's pretty chilly across much of the Ohio and Tennessee Valley. High pressure setting over northern Alabama, trying to get close enough and did to produce enough dry air for those clouds to scour away. But you know, they can be really stubborn. We get that low cloud deck in here and it takes a while to get rid of it. There's that trough and you see the rain across parts of Texas. That'll be a system that will bypass us to the south. Remember back at the end of this past week, we were concerned about it potentially being far enough to the north to maybe impact our area. That is looking less likely. Cold in the morning, mid to upper 20s, and then a mix of clouds and sunshine, although our in-house data is showing maybe a sprinkle or two across our far southern counties a little bit later on tomorrow. Now looking ahead, this little boundary will sneak through tomorrow night. It'll bring a reinforcing shot of some slightly cooler air in, brief high pressure later in the week for Thursday and Friday. Notice how the clouds beginning to thicken up, and that system for the weekend, it will draw closer and be in here by Saturday. Now, where is it right now? It is all the way out in the Pacific, about to head into the West Coast, and eventually it will slide across the western and central part of the country and be in here by the time we hit Saturday. Two scenarios as always. First one, obviously a farther north track. That's going to put us more in line for a rain event as that warmer air winds out and we get everything in the liquid form. And if we see a farther track down south, that's going to mean some colder air in the lowest levels, which would at least give us maybe a rain-snow mix or maybe some wet snow showers. Just think of the scenario, you know, if you've been around here a while, we're always on the line, but we get those snow showers that are wet. They're kind of heavy. They stick on the elevated surfaces, the grassy areas. That's a possibility. We're a few days out, so that's something we're obviously going to watch very closely. The latest run, notice how it just puts us right on the line here along the I-64 corridor. Now the system exits, but as we get into Sunday, another little wave here, so we could see a bit of a rain-snow mix as temperatures kind of hover in the upper 30s to around 40. We're good on Monday, but then look what happens Tuesday. I think we're looking at a mainly rain event, obviously, with temperatures into the 50s, the low 50s, but the issue is going to be the wind. A lot of the long-term data, all of it, showing this thing really wrapped up. In fact, you can kind of see the spin into Tuesday morning, and look at some of these wind gusts potentially in the order of 45 miles per hour plus as this thing spins up through the heart of the Ohio Valley. So, you know, we had a lot of wind events this past winter, so we could be in line for another one getting into next week. But here in the short term, cold tomorrow morning, mid-20s across much of the area, mix of clouds and sunshine. Farther south you go, I think a better chance you'll see a little thicker cloud cover with that system bypassing us to the south. Extended forecast, two big major players here coming Saturday and again on Tuesday. I think next Tuesday mainly a rain and wind event, but of course that system over the course of the weekend for Saturday, rain and snow both on the table with afternoon highs Saturday in the mid to upper 30s.